As a mega bounce bullish Bitcoin cross approaches quickly for Bitcoin, and with Ethereum preparing to break critical resistance, while ADA breaks $3 for the first time in its history, and as the entire cryptocurrency market inches closer and closer to all-time highs, roughly only 20% away, will the Bitcoin bears lay down and allow themselves to get absolutely dumped on? And will Bitcoin enter orbit and potentially see a brief $60,000 Bitcoin this month? Or are the bears expecting, even desiring, perhaps loving the thought of getting dumped on once again? I'm your host, Timmy Twist and Squeeze, and after an entire month of bears expecting $10,000 per Bitcoin, or even less, is Bitcoin right now in a position to continue blasting more than a millennial on OnlyFans? So you guys new channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, these absolute time-sensitive alerts. If you guys are interested in any bonuses, any kind of deals, make sure to check out tylerscrypto.com, pinned at the top of the description. And without any further ado, let's bump on it. Wow, so now Bitcoin has two confirmed weekly closes above the 21-week moving average, which by many accounts is one of the most, or if not, the single biggest deciding factor between a bullish and bearish environment for Bitcoin. If we take a look here on Bitcoin's daily chart, guys, as we've been talking about, this is coming actually a little bit faster, but you see this 21 is just getting oh so close to flipping this 200 day moving average, which again, this is a very long-term bullish indicator for Bitcoin, but we are seeing some very, very nice moves across the entire space. So even if we take a look at the entire cryptocurrency market cap, you can see now we are only roughly about a 20% move from the all-time highs of roughly about over $2.5 trillion for the entire crypto space. So things are obviously very clearly bullish. We talked about a couple of weeks ago breaking back above this 21 week, let alone, breaking all of these key levels and getting this very nice cross of the 21 going above the 50 and 200 day moving average, which we saw for the entire crypto space a couple of weeks ago. We're about to see that happen now with Bitcoin. We initially got this cross we talked about at the beginning of August, and now we're about to get yet another bullish cross. Keep in mind, when we got that last bullish cross, what happened kind of right around that time? In fact, we got a little bit of a dumpy do to the downside, okay? So it wasn't immediately bullish, but after hitting 37, we've now hit about $50,000 per Bitcoin. So, a similar situation here, just because let's say we get this cross in a day or two, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin's going straight up to 60, but it's a very long-term and just very fundamentally bullish posture for Bitcoin, okay? And I think, at this point, it's very clear that Bitcoin is in a very, very, very strong reversal since bottoming on July 20th. And as well with Ethereum, we're actually in a really, really good position here where we're retesting this previous resistance right at about 3,300, between 33 and 3,400, which was kind of the very last level. It's a pretty small level. It's not like super substantial, but that's only because we're pretty close to all-time highs for Ethereum. So this was kind of the last area we had a little bit of a pullback here. We found a little bit of support here as well, right around that $3,300 to $3,400 level. And then when we fell below that, I think it was maybe Ethereum's biggest daily candle in history. Let's take a look at this. From 3,450 to 1,860. So this candle right here happened in a single day as soon as we breached the level that we're testing right now. So Ethereum in a very, very good position to get extremely bullish and break out here. Not only that, but ADA, the number 3 cryptocurrency by market cap, actually touched on $3 and a little bit above for the first time in history today. So everyone, I'm sure, is very aware that ADA has been on an absolute tear this week specifically, especially after just breaching this all-time high set back in May, middle of May. But yeah, ADA's absolutely exploding to the upside. Smart contracts on September 12th, so just a few weeks away. A lot of people are hype about that. And again, Ethereum just in a very, very bullish posture as well. And the rest of the altcoin market basically follows along. A lot of alts are just looking very, very good. And Bitcoin is looking very good as well. Overall, the entire market is looking extremely bullish. So actually, we're going to dive into Bitcoin here. But as well, you have about 11 days to register here for my trading team. So we just need about 2 more signups there, minimum. But as many people that want to join can. We have unlimited slots. And that's competing for a prize pool of roughly $8 million. But if you do not know what a stop loss is, do not join. Also, with that being said, we actually saw Bitcoin potentially form some sort of, a lot of people are talking about a head and shoulders pattern on a very small time frame, which even if it fully broke down would be negligible anyway. It'd be like $1,000, $1,500 move. We actually held this level of Linguini resistance here, which is just so good, or Linguini support right here, and just absolutely just bounced straight up after that, breaching 50K all the way up to about 50.5, where at this moment we're just having a little bit of a pullback, testing some of these very short-term moving averages on the 1 hour chart. If we even go to the 4 hour chart, we have not even come back down to this 21 on the 4 hour yet. We did initially, when we first got rejected, we did not get above 50K. We got within like $200 of 50K. We got rejected, found support right here on this 21 moving average, and then bounced to 50.5 and concretely did break above 50K. And now we're kind of, again, we're still hovering right on top of this previous resistance, right at about a little under 50K. But again, we have not even come down to this 21 yet again, which again, last time we did come down to that, we bounced above 50K. And even more importantly, on the 6 hour chart, we haven't come close to any of these moving averages here. Bitcoin's just been consistently breaking out ever since it broke out of this falling wedge that a lot of people pointed out a few days ago. So yeah, just very bullish momentum for Bitcoin. Overall, guys, we have to be realistic here. It's not super, I don't think it's a topic a lot of people want to talk about at this point because again, we're in a very extremely bullish environment, but a pullback coming at some point, again, you always have to be prepared for a pullback. They happen all the time. We got one right here, and we got a pullback down to almost the very tippy top of the $4,300 or $43,000 range. Bounced right at the 21-day moving average. And again, that just gave extreme confidence to the market. So even right now in the short term, worst case scenario, I think maybe even like 45 for a pullback is worst case. But again, guys, we have so much upward momentum. I personally am leaning more to the fact that the idea over the next few days, we're going to be breaching 50K and, going substantially above that. Because again, looking on this chart, we do not have, really the only resistance left is in that 50K range. Breaching above 60K, we're basically at all-time highs at that point, even though the all-time highs were at 65K. If we get to above 60K, I personally think we're going to shoot way past 65K and go and set a new all-time high. And the reason I say that is because all of the resistance of this like 3-month period where we were trading here was underneath 60K and pretty much above 50K. So between 50 and 60, we spent 3 entire months trading. So I personally think as soon as we breach 60K, we should be seeing all-time highs almost immediately. So I don't think we have to wait till 65 before getting excited, because I think once we break the last resistance at about, I think the tippy top around 59K, 59 to 60K, Bitcoin's going to be greenlit to be very bullish. And as well, this has helped so much by altcoins, and specifically over the last week, Ada has been doing very well, and that's just helping the market get bullish, which again, I personally think, fundamentally the market is extremely bullish anyway. And yeah, I just personally always love seeing altcoins, especially the top few altcoins, right? Ethereum, Ada, BNB, I'm pretty sure is also number 4. When those coins start to diverge a little bit and gain strength against Bitcoin, I personally just like seeing that because like many of you, one of the most annoying things about this market is watching Bitcoin dictate everything. Meaning if Bitcoin would dump 20% right now, would a lot of these top alts be in a very bullish position? No, they most likely would dip pretty hard as well. So like many of you, I'm not a huge fan of that happening. I'm not a huge fan of one coin, Bitcoin, dictating pretty much the entire market. And yeah, when we, let's say that does change in the future, my goodness, we're in store for way different price action and just I personally think way more wild swings and growth than ever before, because that's never been the case. Over the years, slowly, I think that's slowly where we're heading. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications to miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. If you're interested in any bonuses, TA, hardware wallets, just click deals here, and all of the offers are in here, even the NFTs. First link in the description below. And without any further ado, that's it for me. Bye-bye.